today I've just finished a training assignment on Xero with a small company here in Northern Ireland, and there's a couple of key takeaways from the assignment itself which I wanted to share with anybody who is thinking of bringing in Xero for their small business. So we've managed to implement a lot of things that weren't currently functional on Xero for the business. We've implemented Receipt Bank and linked it up with Xero to automate the purchase invoice processing side of things in terms of the data entry. We've implemented CAS on Xero. We've implemented bank rules. We've done some tidy up on the chart of accounts. But one of the main things that took quite a lot of time on this assignment, and it wasn't training, it was more of a system cleanup exercise, was to do with the conversion of their data from Sage on this occasion into Xero. And the client had proceeded to sign up for Xero and start to get a bookkeeper or bookkeepers involved in moving the data across. The main problem that arose in this particular assignment was the accuracy of the data on the Sage accounting system. It really wasn't as accurate as it should have been. Especially in the purchase ledger, there was a lot of supplier balances sitting that they have been paid, but they're sitting still outstanding on Sage. There's also a lot of minus balances within suppliers where invoices haven't been obtained and entered onto Sage, so suppliers have got payments on account on them and so on. So that process took a bit of time, and even the trial balance information, all the financial information going behind the system that was entered onto Xero wasn't accurate either. So we spent a lot of time tidying all of that up. We chose a cutoff point, moved the data across and checked it again. And we've got it fairly clean now, but the client's got a bit of work themselves to do to clean up the rest of the supplier balances. So the one key point and the one key takeaway and piece of advice I would give anybody if you're considering implementing any new system into your business, but especially the financial systems and especially Xero, is speak to an expert before you sign up with Xero, before you start to move data across. For ourselves at Cloud 360 Accounting, we have a way of moving your data across seamlessly, but also the data on your existing system needs to be checked to make sure it's as accurate as it possibly can be. You have to make sure your bank reconciliations are 100% accurate and up to date. You have to go through your supplier balances and make sure they're accurate. You have to make sure that things are fully allocated as they should be against customer and supplier invoices. You have to close off VAT returns. So there's a set routine you need to go through in order to do that. And it's vital that you get an expert to actually look at that information. Otherwise, you're just moving crap from one system to another. And I think the client I was working with had an expectation that Xero would be brilliant, and it's going to be, but they're seeing some old data now on there that's kind of left them a little bit deflated. If they had have adopted maybe a process in the first place to get an expert on Xero in to do the whole changeover, then it could have been done a lot more seamlessly and all the data corrected in the old system before Xero has gone live. So if anybody is looking to transition from a desktop system to Xero, or in fact any system from Xero, get in touch with us at Cloud 360. We'd be more than happy to make that change seamless, streamlined, and have a clean set of data going into your new brilliant and beautiful Xero accounting software.